Morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Money in the Bank review. So, like I said, I do it Monday. Here I am Monday. I'll do that, and then I'll do a Raw review or a Raw preview, I guess. So, I'll have to double check my notes, but I only lost one, maybe two matches. I lost two matches, I think, in my predictions, but overall, I think I got them as well. So. Let me double check my notes real quick to see exactly how many I did win, because I don't exactly remember. So let's see who I owe. No, ignore that. Alright, let's see. Okay, so yeah, so in my prediction video, I lost 3 matches. However, I had a feeling on the 2 ladder matches. I said it was going to be this guy or this guy, so I'm giving myself half a point on those. I said it was either going to be Becky, Zelina, and I don't think it was either one of those. I might have said Io. I can't recall, but I did say LA Knight and Damian, and one of those won, so I'll take half a point on that. And I lost the main event, but I had a feeling Usos were going to win, but you never count the bloodline out, so I didn't. So, but let's just jump right into it, shall we? So, Money in the Bank kicked off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. To give the idea that whoever wins may or may not cash in on tonight's show. So, not really anything too outrageous like they usually do, but a few good spots. Logan Paul did a frog splash onto somebody on a ladder that was bridged like this between the barrier and the apron. So it was like this, ladders this way, splash. So that was cool. Damian Priest hit his finisher off the ladder, and so did LA Knight. That was cool. Towards the end, though, it showed Ricochet and Logan Paul both on the ladder. They're both on the ladder. Priest or LA Knight pushed the ladder, and there are 2 tables set up by the ramp. So they were supposed to go through the tables off the ladders, but they were too short, so they basically landed onto the ring ropes, and then from the ring ropes, Ricochet did basically a springboard Spanish fly into the tables, and they missed one table, but what do you expect? So that was cool. Saw that happen, and then LA Knight climbed up to get the briefcase, almost got it, and then Damian Priest came up, and they back and forth, where then Damian Priest hit basically, I think they said it was the broken arrow, modified suplex off the top of the ladder they both went down. LA Knight sold it really well, and then Damian Priest climbed back up to get the briefcase. So your winner and new men's Money in the Bank 2023 is Damian Priest. Okay, Logan Paul hit that splash onto Damian Priest. So, and next up you had Liv and Raquel taking on Ronda and Shannon to win the tag team titles. Match was going pretty good. Towards the finish, one point, Shayna and Ronda had Liv in an ankle lock and an armbar, kind of an armbar, kind of a crossface thing going. So that was pretty cool. Raquel broke that up, and then Shayna had Liv in the rear naked choke. She started fading. She came up, hit 3 jawbreakers to break out of it. Shayna stumbles into her turnbuckle. Ronda blind tags in. Shayna gets out. And Liv's just sitting there like, no. Because Ronda goes to grab her arm, just put her in the armbar and make her tap out. Well, when she goes to do that, Shayna, out of nowhere, just comes over, whoop, clocks her. So Shayna turned on Ronda and then walked out, which allowed Rodriguez to hit a Tejana bomb and then Liv hit Oblivion for the win. With that, I guess Ronda has a hard date out of her contract. So like it's either after SummerSlam or right before SummerSlam. So that's why they instantly did this feud. They thought they would have more time, but they don't. And then Shayna put the rear naked choke on Ronda. We basically just choked her out. And next we saw Riddle take on Gunther for the IC title. Gunther, of course, won. I thought that might have been the upset of the night. However, Gunther won by hitting the power bomb, I'm pretty sure. Gunther kept going after the injured ankle of Riddle, so Riddle hit almost all of his moves, but with that having the injured ankle, after he did hit the move, he slowed to recover, so yeah. And then Gunther standing in the ring holding up his title, and lo and behold, what do you hear next? You hear a sword, and then you hear the bagpipes, which means Drew McIntyre is back. Got a huge pop, came out, stood toe-to-toe with Gunther, and Gunther was like, come on, bring it. Basically, had a little stare down. Gunther was about to walk away. Drew headbutt, goes down. They exchange hands for a bit. Drew then goes to the corner, does the countdown, boom, Claymore. So this match is either going to happen at SummerSlam or the SmackDown before. Let's say put it on SummerSlam. They'll put on at least a Dave Meltzer 4-star match. So there's the next contender. Drew McIntyre, next contender for Gunther. Next up, Cody Rhodes against Dom Mysterio, which is your typical Cody jobber match, I guess. The only Rhea was ringside. The only thing she did was Cody went for the cutter, and it was either the cutter or the disaster kick, and Rhea tripped Cody up on that. Allowed Dom to hit a frog splash for a 2, and then Cody hit the Crossroads to get the win. Cena came out for whatever reason. Grayson Waller came out as well, talking to Cena, and then we all know what happened. FU, Cena lays out Waller. So, moving forward. Women's in the Money in the Bank match was pretty cool. A lot of pretty decent spots. Zelina hit a code red on Zoe off the ladder onto a bridged ladder. So, that was cool. A few times Becky turned on Io, proving that, hey, it's one for all, basically. It's everyone one for themselves. And then Trish and Zoe were trying to handcuff Becky to something earlier in the match, but they only got the one handcuff around her arm. So the end of the match had Bayley and Becky trying to climb the rungs. They were fighting in between rungs. Then Io slides up out of nowhere, takes the handcuff that's not hooked up to anybody, attaches it to Bayley, so their arms are connected under the ladder basically, and they can't go anywhere because they're inside the ladder. And then Io climbs over Bayley to get the briefcase. So your winner, Io Sky. Except we had Seth taking on Finn, kind of your mid-level Raw type main event style match. Seth putting in a lot of work. Finn hitting a lot of work towards. Seth hit the pedigree. Finn kicked out. They rolled it off away. During that time, Damien came out and just sat at ringside, mean mugging Seth the whole time. While that was going on, Finn comes over, hits a shotgun drop kick, hits a coup de grace off the table and then off the stairs, rolls Seth up into the ring, goes to set up for the third off the top. Damian Priest kind of lightly jogged over, and Finn's like, what are you doing? And then goes to do the move, Seth avoids, stomp for the win. So, and then after the match, Finn and Damian arguing about whether or not he's gonna cash in on why was he out there, you know. And then we had a Bloodline Civil War preview, if you will. So the recap of everything that's happened for the past month going into this match. And it's roughly a 42-minute match, and slow start, but once it got rolling, man, it was on fire after that. Towards the finish, there was a ref bump. So some cool things that were pretty cool in the match. Roman and Solo both hit rock bottoms on both Usos and kind of did a nod to The Rock. Solo hit a couple. What was it called? I don't know, whatever they do, where they, I guess the Samoan thump, if you will, where they have you sitting in the turnbuckle and they run and just bulldozer you with their ass, basically. So hit a few of those on his brothers, and then so towards the end, I forgot what happened exactly, but one of them fell into the ref. Ref takes a bump through the ropes onto the ground. Then was it? Oh, it was Roman, and then Roman takes out the ref on accident. Backs into the ref. Ref bounces. Usos come in, hit the 3D. Jay goes to cover. Basically a 8 count, and the ref's knocked down. So ref finally comes to. By then, Solo just went on a tear on beating the shit out of him. Solo hit a spike on the one, and Roman hit the spear on the other one. And then as the ref's coming to, or no, they might have they hit a spear spike at the same time, and it was fucking cool. So I'll give them props on that. That was cool. No, ref was still down for that. That's right. So they do that. Jimmy's laid out. Rowan tells Solo get the other one, stack them. So he stacks them both, and both their shoulders on the mat. So that was a smart deal. And by then I'm like, all right, it's over. That's done. Ref comes to 1, 2, kick out. And Roman's like, what the? Just, and Solo goes on a little bit of a tear, beats up Jimmy outside the ring, clears out the announcer's table, goes set up on the barricade to hit a Samoan splash. Jimmy rolls out of the way. Meanwhile, in the ring, Roman and Jay are trading Superman punch, super kick. That was super kick, Superman punch, super kick, spear for 1, 2. Jay kicks out, but he's laying where he's got his arm under Roman's groin, under his legs. So when he kicks out, he technically racks them. And Roman's selling that. Solo's taken out. Jimmy comes in the ring. Both hit dual super kicks. Jay gets out, makes the tag. Dual super kicks again. Jay goes up, splash. 1, 2, 3. It's over. So, first time in 4 years, Roman got pinned. So, and they keep making it interesting. So we'll see what happens next. Good show. Like I said, I won. I didn't win this one, but 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3, 4. So 7 matches, I won 4.5, I'll say, because I did say Damian was going to win, and he did. So yeah. But again, I'm not fighting anybody for it, and I got nothing going on, so why not? Alright, see what we got going on for Raw. Do we have a Raw preview yet? I don't think so. And I'm not going to any other website to find out. So Raw does not. Oh, is that it? Maybe, is that for tonight? Okay, so the only thing they have is Natalia wants to fight Rhea for the title one last time. Well, you could have Io cash in then, I guess. But yeah, so. But yeah, that's all they got on WWE's website. So we'll see what happens. Cody will come out, talk shit about Lesnar. Lesnar might show up. Priest and Finn will fight or something. And yeah, so on that note, thanks for stopping by. Hit like, subscribe, you know what to do, or don't. Yeah, I'm here. But thanks for watching.